Yeah.
Good evening, and good morning to our international friends. This is Aussie Botcast. We are back. We've got some familiar faces, some faces that haven't been with us for a while, and we have a topic that everyone has been excited for weeks, and we will go into that shortly. We may have a bit of a rotating panel tonight, but we currently have Stelios Nefarious Clockwork, our youthful and passionate historian and photographer. We have Weasel in his Dungeon of Decepticons. We have Adam, who has tamed down his hair. It was standing up quite a lot. And then we have Mike and me that don't have much hair at all. And Michael from his new premises, surrounded by boxes. And we have Josh. And Josh has kindly saved his most controversial comments for the pre-show stream. So that doesn't guarantee anything, but we'll see what's going on. Welcome everyone. Captain Australia, Rob Smith, Emma, thank you. Miles, thank you for joining us and being on board with us tonight. We always appreciate you guys, and we look forward to the chat ahead. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, join the chat, and share. We are very much enjoying what we're doing. We've got some amazing stuff lined up in the next few weeks, and we'd love more of the Transformer fandom to join us. Now, speaking of more of the fandom joining us, the other week we drew our first subscriber appreciation draw. We set the target of 86 subscribers for our launch phase, and we hit that very nicely. So now we have 3 variant covers kindly donated by Rob. So they thank you in the chat. And he has got 3 variant covers of issue 25 of the current run. Some very, very nice artwork here. We had Brad on, and we talked a little bit about variant covers and in our last week's chat, and that is beautiful. So if you want a chance to win one of these prizes, you just have to be a subscriber. And if you could help us get to 150 subscribers, we'll draw this faster, and then we can all be happy. So please subscribe, share, and we will get that going. Tonight, we have got the topic that has had much interaction in the fan groups, much interaction from our chat group, and that is you can only keep 5 bots. Which of your bot babies do you keep? Which of your precious little plastic robots do you keep with you and hold you tight if you had to run out of the house? We are, of course, assuming that your family and all your other more precious belongings are already out of the house and safe, but you can only keep 5. No, Adam? No? You're stepping over them with like Devastator in hand.
I can replace myself. Well,
That's true. Some of the bots here, I think, are very, very rare. And so what we're going to do is we're going to kick through. And as we go through the cast, we might do a bit of tag in, tag out. And like I said in the pre-show, Conor McGregor probably wished he could have tagged out before he did his comeback fight and tried to do a roundhouse jumping kick as his first move, which didn't work very well for him. But we're gonna have some fun with this tonight, guys. So first up is Adam, the man with the
look familiar.
Yeah. So we've got a group shot of the bots that each person is talking about, and then we're going to go through them individually. So before we go into your individual bots, Adam, tell me what you were looking for when it came to select 5. Like, how did you start to narrow the field?
Well, once I got past that I'm not allowed to choose 5 Nemesis Primes, I had to decide which Nemesis Prime to choose, and obviously it's the first one.
Yeah, not just Nemesis Prime.
It's the one which started me collecting, really. And, it's like, oh, this guy's cool. I need more of these. And now I've got probably 30 to 40 different Nemesis Primes. So, but otherwise, it's like what the toy means to me, as in how it makes me feel. Because you look at some toys and you're just like, oh yeah, that's okay. We look at other toys, it's like, oh, that one's shiny, or stuff like that. So yeah, I'll go individually later into which one and why I chose that one. But yeah, it's normally just how it makes me feel, because it's hard. It is very hard to choose 5 Transformers. because I got these 5 and like 25 other ones over there, which I could have chosen as well. And it's like, oh, it's like, which one do I want?
So shall we get into your choices?
Yep.
All right. First of all, speaking of shiny,
we have this lovable brick. I don't know. This guy is one of the first Transformers I got when I started collecting again. And it's like, I saw it on Big Bad Toy Store, and I'm like, oh, I've always wanted a Power Master Prime when I was a kid. Now I have the chance to get one. So, yeah, he's one of, and I don't know why I like him so much. I just like his transformation, how he combines, how he was like the first, not counting Ultra Magnus, if you don't go pre-Transformers, the first real Optimus Prime, which combined with his another robot to make a big robot. And the Japanese Master Force TV show was pretty hit and miss. So, but I like this one because he's big, he's chunky, and he makes a lot of clicky noises when I turn and transform him. And he's like, I just think he looks cool. And
his ratchets are still good after all this time.
Yeah. I don't want to. I'm too scared. But yeah, maybe the legs and thighs, Cab, maybe are a little damaged, but other than that, I think.
Adam, how does it go with the 3-panel chest? Does it transform into a truck with 3 panels?
It basically, it doesn't. Like the idea was you were meant to put the headmasters from the 3 smaller head, Siren and the other 2, Minerva, and I can't remember the name of the fire truck off the top of my head, but they were meant to be sitting inside it in the car. Haikyuu's Prime's one. He doesn't sit in it, but he was Jinrai in Japanese, which is the edition this one is. But yeah, they called him Haikyuu in the comics, because he was never in the TV show.
Yeah, he would have been like you on the American Toy Box and all that.
Yeah. Because the idea behind this one,
Adam, was the fire engine Hose Head?
I think so, but that's a US name. I don't know if that was his Japanese name.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if that was
his American name.
Because Siren, I think, was the same, but I just can't remember what the. Because they were normally named after the humans, which made the weird dubbing. Because they called Jinrai, the character, Optimus Prime. They just called the human Optimus Prime because Jinrai was meant to be a new body for Optimus Prime, or at least the Trans-Tech armor or whatever they called it. But yeah, it's like I like the story.
Accessories, including his poke your eye out missile on his shoulder as well.
I still have his box. Not here; it's in storage, but I still have the box he came in. So.
Amazing. That's really cool. So second and third choices, you got a combiner in there.
I know. I don't know. This could count as 5 robots in one, right? This guy.
Well, it depends. Is he assembled? Does he live assembled? Does he not? That's how I just.
He lives assembled because I'm too afraid to take him apart ever again.
Yeah,
it's an original G1 from like I don't know, an eternity ago. I got this from one of my closest friends at high school when he was moving back to England. And he had basically it and Voltron Castle, which my son has claimed now because But yeah, it was like, hey, Adam, here's my toys from when I was a child. And I had got Ultra Magnus, Menasor, Voltron Castle, and a couple of other things. And he's like, I'm going back to England now. I don't need them. So yeah, I'm like, oh, this is cool. I remember playing with these as a kid. And this would be about the time when car robots came out. So you'd get so then I'm like, I walked to Knox Central, back when Knox was something useful, and they had the Optimus and the Ultra Magnus. And I'm like, hey, I earn real money now. I might buy some Transformers. And then Scourge never got released here, but I bought Scourge from where did I get? I think I ordered him at the same time as Jinrai. So it would have been Jinrai and the Scourge, which you'll see later. This guy, Nemesis Black Convoy, came from this together, and they literally kicked off this thing you see behind me. And
this is the collection.
This is the Takara book collection Megatron. not the real G11, like a reissue.
Right.
And unlike Godjin, right? He's a bit loosey goosey. But yeah, I like this one because come on. It was weird. When I was young, it's like, oh, Megatron. Megatron's a horrible toy. I've never liked Megatron. I'll never get Megatron. Then I got the world's smallest Megatron. I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. I have to go get myself a real Megatron. It's like, and now I've got him. It's like, yeah, I can't part with this guy.
Did you say book version, Takara?
Yes, it's a Takara book version. I have the box somewhere around here. But
The
yeah,
early
it's the
2000s.
big double early 2000 Takara. Basically, yeah, released a lot of reissues in this like book, and Optimus was a huge box that came with a folder, and you'd have tearaway pages, like those like, how to play golf or paint your own, build your own time machine in 100 issues or whatever stuff like that. Well, they were going down that page where each toy came with like a collection of files of other Transformers, and I think in the end they released 20 or 21 of them in total.
Yep.
And and then they just stopped, which is very sad. But Hasbro tried to copy them with their own which would have like not as good a box. And they started off with Dreamwave art until they lost the license, and then somebody tried to emulate that style. And so some of the later boxes have something similar but different, where somebody tried to emulate the style of the Dreamwave art for the boxes. And then Takara launched the Encore line and started again. Re-released Optimus and re-released Megatron.
He's fantastic. He's brilliant though. He's definitely been working on the upper body in the gym, but he's awesome. He's really, really cool.
Like that.
Speaking of gym, look at these beefy boys. Galaxy Force, Galaxy Convoy, Sonic Bomber,
yes,
and a Nemesis.
So this one, I think, is, in my opinion, the best Optimus mainline toy for a very long time, just because of how he could combine with another figure and not look like shit. Versus you'd see like Energon Prime, Fatimus Prime would be like a Power Rangers Zoid, and then you'd combine with Wing Saber. It just didn't look that good. Well, this guy, especially because of being the Japanese edition with the chrome on Wing Saber, or Sonic Bomber as they call him, and the shiny blades. So yeah, it's something about this guy. I just like how he transforms, how he can combine with another guy, plus his own armor. And they never released one. Oops.
Adam, I've got the Sonic Bomber that is Aussie colors, green and gold, with a holographic chest piece, and he's cash. And then you put him on Energon Prime with the Leo Prime.
Leo, the arm, the line.
The arm that's oversized. It's like weird manga.
And Megatron could use that as well.
But yeah, it looks wild, but you can't put the two together. It doesn't work.
Doesn't work. He gets in his own way. But yeah, they never officially released the Nemesis Prime version, but one day on Marketplace, somebody was selling a broken Galaxy, the US version. So I basically bought it, fixed it, got a friend of mine to resin cast the head spikes off my old real one, so I could replace and then I came to the Nemesis Prime version of. If I had to choose just Nemesis versions, I would have chosen this guy, not that guy, because one, it's a custom I made, and it's one of a kind. So
that's perfect. So good.
So yeah.
All right.
And the other guy, Mr. Scourge here, Black Convoy, is literally the whole reason I like Nemesis Prime, because they took an awesome mold and gave it the best paint job ever, which they have not yet been able to replicate with any of their other Nemesis Primes. They had one chance to do it, and then some intern did it, and we got the Racing Speedia Collection Nemesis Prime, which had a awesome truck, but they really failed to give him his name, because they even called him Scourge. But
Yeah.
they gave him a Nemesis Prime paint job.
Yeah, as opposed to a black convoy or
Mm.
Scourge. Yeah.
Good choices, mate. Very nice. Thanks for kicking us off. I love some of your choices here. They're fantastic. Really, really
Thank
good.
you.
Now we've got Stelios on board, and Stelios, my man, you've got a nice selection here as well. Talk us through what reasoning you went through when you came to choose your 5.
Well, number 1 and 2 on my list are the SS-86 Optimus and Megatron, and they're on there pretty much for the same reason. They're both fantastic toys, and they both are, I think, for your money, 2 of the best mainline representations of G1, Optimus, and Megatron. They feel like, and the Megatron is good, but Optimus especially, they feel like masterpiece level toys. I mean, the transformation on Optimus is mind blowing. I every time I do it, I'm just like, how does that work? Like back when I got the Earthrise one, I thought that one was fantastic, and this one just blows it out of the water. And the fact that I haven't got it in the picture there, unfortunately, but the fact that he gets the trailer with roller and the repair drone, and that you can store all the weapons inside. There's enough room in there for another Autobot to fit in the trailer. He gets the blast effects. He gets the effects to go under the truck for the big jump in from the movie at the Battle of Autobot City. It just, everything you would want him to do, he does it. Megatron's a great figure too. The fact that he has the robot mode looks identical to how he looks on screen with a completely different alt mode. And if you didn't know he turned into a tank, you wouldn't be able to tell just by looking at him. He's got no kibble on him. They finally perfected a kibbleless tank transformer Megatron. So blown away by that. It's fantastic.
And he also comes with an in-scale alt mode of the gun anyway.
Which I think is the happy medium to not doing an actual gun Megatron, because obviously you can't market a photorealistic handgun to children anymore. The reason why Nerf guns are bright yellow, you can't do realistic guns for kids.
But Stelios,
yeah,
is it an M1 Abrams?
Yes, which is just a gun that can move on its own.
Yes.
Think of it that way.
Cannon. It's a mobile cannon. It's based on an M1 Abrams, and that's what is cool about it.
Yes.
That's very nice.
I've got them. I had them up. I've got them next to me here, but I've put them up on my shelf next to. You may be noticing I'm a little bit more well lit tonight, and that's because tonight I am lit by God. I picked up the Matrix. I'm not going to open it because it'll play the touch and we'll get a copyright strike. But I think if I press the button and then
surely there's a 5-second buffer or something like that. Yeah. Optimus and Megs look dope. Absolutely, Stream Man. 100% agree. They really, really do. I haven't got those ones. I'm kind of kick myself when I don't have those. Perfect. Well, let's get into it a little bit more. So you've got a Mega Prime here, which was one of my honorable mentions, but he's one of the many bots I have in a box. So all my photos would have been pictures of boxes. So you got a Mega Prime and Razor Claw. Talk us through a Mega Prime first, because we all know that he had some issues. He had some issues on his release, but talk us through a Mega Prime.
Well, I was lucky enough to get mine secondhand, and the seller I got it from assured me that he wasn't broken, thank God. And I did do a little bit of surgery to ensure that he wouldn't break. Sucks that I have to do that with the the price that I paid for him, but he'll be fine now. It was a preventative measure.
Yes.
I'm counting him as one bot because even though obviously he splits is the Optimus and Ultra Magnus, plus he's got blue bolts and he's got this one had the Cerebros, the little headmaster, because I think he's an important character in the anime. But you get the display stands, you get the Matrix blade, the giant sword. It's just fun to play with, and he looks awesome, and the figures do everything you'd want them to do. This was the one that I put on the list basically because it's such a showpiece. It was going to be one of the Titans, but I think they're a bit unwieldy and kind of they're nice, but they when it comes to actually playing with them, you can't do that very easily with Omega Prime because he is, basically kind of commander sized. He's easier to handle. Yeah. So definitely a great toy.
Chris has asked us in the chat, will you be getting the DK upgrade kit for Omega?
I wasn't aware there was one.
So Carnage, different Chris. Carnage Creations has just done a review of the early release of the upgrade. So it's still on pre-order. So you might still be able to get in on that. Adds a bit of extra bulk to him, adds some extra height, and covers up some of the bits that, if they were damaged, you could replace them as well. DK, I'm not sure what number it is, but there's a DK kit up for Omega Prime. Very, very nice. And Razor Claw. Look at that, those beautiful red translucent wings.
Yes. This is the Age of the Primes one, the new one. When the Legacy Tiger Hawk came out, I absolutely fell in love with that mold, and I knew it was going to be only a matter of time before they did a Razor Claw one, and they finally did. And as much as I love Tiger Hawk, and I know he is actually a character in the Beast Wars show, the colors on Razor Claw are just magic. And again, it's coming down to how much fun it is to actually handle and play with. He looks fantastic in both modes. I mean, the whole winged tiger thing just looks terrifying, and I am eternally thankful that they don't actually exist in real life, because if they did, I think the human race would go extinct. But they are.
At least you know which 5 bots we take if the human race was in danger.
Yeah.
The merger of souls. That's what makes Tiger Claw so good, is that it's a merger of souls. Tigertron and Air Razor combining to be one. And that's unheard of in Transformers lore. When it happened in Beast Wars, it was just so magic to have. They loved each other so much they became one entity.
Yeah,
that's huge.
Is their child in a way? Yeah.
Was it their child, or was it them forming together?
I mean, it could be either way, really. It was they fused, and there was the VOC technology in there as well. And once the VOC got done away with, I think Tigertron and Air Razor kind of reasserted themselves, and he became good again. But that's Tigertron. I think Razor Claw is I think the original was like a Universe repaint back when they had the Universe line, and it was I think he was meant to be like an evil Tigerhawk. I think Unicron found him and enslaved him or something. But
Stelios, let's just agree they worked on the premise that Prime always says, until all are one.
So sweet, Josh.
And he has become one. They've become one.
You're just a big love ball, Josh. All coming together. The birds and the bees of Transformers. Well, we'll have to get to the leader topic on that, Joshy. Amalgamous Prime. We've talked about Studio Series 86 Optimus, but let's go into Amalgamous. He's a unique looking cat. Speaking of that, very nice too. He's all arms and legs and eyeballs.
Yes. Is he unique? Does the Pope shit in the woods? Yes. He's as you guys know, and I've said it a few times on this podcast already. I was collecting the 13 primes, and I do currently have them all, but obviously we have a few sort of updated versions coming soon, so it's not quite finished yet. We've got some placeholders, but I love them all. But in terms of toys and what they can do, if I had to pick a favorite, it's got to be Amalgamous Prime. Such a unique robot mode with the forearms and the hunched over and the shockwave head, and the scythe, I think, is not a weapon that we see a lot in Transformers. I think it's very unique. And the best part is, if you don't like that robot mode, you can rearrange his parts and give him a different one. You can give him just 2 arms. You can hide the extra arms somewhere. You can put the head and put it on top of his torso, because there is a port there for you to put it if you want to. You can buy a second Amalgamous Prime and give him more arms. Give him 8. Make him look like a spider. And then, of course, the whole pulling apart weaponizer feature of, you can pull his bits apart and rearrange them. He's got the little walker tank thing, which is his base mode, which you don't even need to, if you don't want to parts form him, you can do that without parts forming. Yep. But you can do a jet, you can create some kind of creature, you can just the endless possibility of that toy makes it.
The play pattern was one of your driving factors.
Yeah, definitely.
I was going to ask what his alt mode is, but you've answered that. Very nice. Very nice.
Well, whatever you want it to be.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we got classic old Megs, M1 Abrams Megs with his purple pokey stick here.
Yes.
And that was your last choice, wasn't it, Stelios? Your final 5?
Yeah, that was my 5. Yeah.
Excellent. Before we move on, thank you, Stelios. That is very interesting. I like the incorporation of Amalgamous in there, and so some of your classics as well. I thought I'd throw to some of the choices that have gone up in the Facebook groups. This is for Cody in Transformers Collectors Club Australia. He wanted to count combiners as 1. So he said Magic Square MP Bruticus, SS86 Constructicons, Age of the Prime Cybertron Sideways, 1986 G1 Bruticus, Takara 40th Anniversary Armada Super Starscream. And then he's got a whole other list if you got to include more combiners as well. So that's fantastic. Thanks, Cody. Really appreciate your posting in the group and letting us know what you would choose. I've got a couple more here. John Piemonte in G1 Forever. He said the Ark, Buzzworth Cup, Agent Knight, Siege Jetfire, and G1 Grimlock. There you go.
Agent Knight is a good toy.
Which one?
Agent Knight, the Knight Rider.
Yes.
Give me an Airwolf. I want an Airwolf as well.
Blue Thunder. How about a Blue Thunder?
Nah.
There's almost an Airwolf.
Airwolf will take out Blue Thunder every time.
Not even a chance. No, Blue Thunder can do it.
Battle of the helicopters. We're going to move on very quickly. Joe in the same group, he starts with his childhood treasures. G1 Red Bumblebee, G1 Astro Train, G1 Springer Ultra Magnus, and G1 Devastator. But he also went into the characters. Peter Cullen, Optimus Prime, G1 Bumblebee, Prowl, Megatron, and Starscream were his choices. That is fantastic. All right, let me just see who I've got next. We have got Michael, or Mike Hill. Sorry, apologies for the title.
That's my name. It's Machael. So it's mine. But it's also a very like. Yeah. So where do we start?
Where do we start? Well, I the one that draws my eye is that gigawatt. That I know you were very, very stoked with that. But yeah, let's go through. Let's go through like we did with the others. When you started to distill your collection down to just 5 bots, what did you have a criteria or a certain process in mind, or did you just like give each one a hug and see which one felt you give you joy, like condo style, right?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was it's usually a lot of firsts or one-offs. So, for example, my first 2 choices were Amada Puelo. You can see him in the photo anyway, but he is the only Transformer that survives from my childhood. I just not randomly, I think we all kind of go through this phase when we're sort of teenagers, whatever. We sort of go, Transformers and all that stuff. I want to grow out of it. Maybe some of us don't. To those of you, you're awesome. I was not one of those people. But I, at one point, decided I wanted to get out of Transformers. And I just remember I don't know what happened to them, if they got thrown out or given to a cousin or whatever. But the only one that I ended up keeping was that toy. For some reason, I just thought I'll keep one. He stayed in the bottom of a box for about 20 years. I found him just a few years ago, actually, at my dad's place. And so, yeah, he survives my childhood, the only Transformer that did. So, yeah, I mean, just for that alone, that one has to be the one that I would grab first and foremost. If it's a fire, God forbid, or for whatever reason, I had to grab 5 Transformers. That would definitely be the first one. The second one is my G1 1991 Bumblebee, because that was the first Bumblebee I ever got of the G1. There are many other variants, which I have pretty much all of them, but because that was the first one, that's just the one I would grab, because I can't replace the memory of the excitement of that was the first time I ever got my favorite Transformer character. And then, yeah, as Adam also had, I have a Menasor as well.
I see that you're holding the gun and the sword in the opposite hands to me. It's like I've got it the other way around.
There you go. Got to keep them different, right? But yeah, I mean, it's sort of similar to the other 2. This was another first for me. So when I got back into Transformers, which wasn't too long after I got out of it, because I got out of them about age 13, 14, and then I started collecting them again at about 15, 16. It was this that started it all again. So I got on eBay, grabbed Drag Strip, and then all the rest. So yeah, again, I love the Stunnicons. They're probably my favorite combiner team. And again, just because this was a set that stayed with me for so long, I would just grab this in a heartbeat. And yes, this does stay combined on the display. So yeah, but I love Mentor. Yeah, great set.
I'd be too scared to take mine apart these days, to be honest. I'd be afraid that the head would break off in one of the joints or
risky.
Yeah. And then I guess for my last 2, the signed Gigawatt by Christopher Lloyd, which I only got a few weeks ago at Supernova. Loved Back to the Future movies growing up. I watched them obsessively, literally obsessively. Like I would come home after school and just watch the VHS. So yeah, when they did the Transformers crossover, I was like instant. Shut up and take my money. When I found out Christopher Lloyd was coming here, I'm like, this is getting signed. And so, yeah, again, I could, theoretically buy another toy signed by Christopher Lloyd, but it wouldn't be this particular one that I went and I met him and I got him to sign it. Like, you can't replace that memory that goes with it. Yeah. So, yeah, that one I'd be grabbing. Yeah. And then last... Sorry, were you going to ask something?
Well, his right arm has dual front wheels. And that Formula One car that ran races had a turbojet.
Yeah, had a fan. Yeah.
Sucking inlets.
That's right.
Under the car, and it could stick to the track.
And they actually made that illegal.
Piece.
Yeah. It got banned the following season, I believe.
That's right. That's right. Formula One became so homogenized.
Yeah.
That car is the pinnacle of free thought and free design to make the best car you could ever have on the track.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah. I mean, you think they just let everyone copy them, but yeah, they banned it.
Yeah.
Keychain version of the G1 Bumblebee. Do you have that?
I do. I've got that one, the black version. I think there are only 2 releases of that. Yeah. And then there's package variants, which I've got. Yeah.
So simple yet so much fun. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Such a great crossover.
Yeah, actually, going back to Gigawatt, like what really impressed me when they revealed the toy itself was not just that they did the DeLorean so well, but it had the going doors, it had the hover mode with the wheels. Like they didn't have to do that, but they did it, and I was really impressed with that extra engineering effort when it came out.
Yeah, it'd be fantastic. They should do the truck that Doc Brown was driving the DeLorean around in. you can partner it up. Not as iconic, but it'd still be fun. It'd still be fun.
And my last choice, another Bumblebee. Again, this is another first. It's the first mint on card Bumblebee I ever got. So again, I just remember the excitement of winning the auction for that. And I literally, I was shaking. I didn't think I was going to win it, but I did. And again, you just can't replace that memory. I could get another sealed Bumblebee, but you can't replace that particular one and the memory that goes with it. So, yeah.
Oh, you even got the price tags on it. Original price tag.
Yeah, and that's what I paid for it too. It was $2.95.
The cases, like you would have put more down for the case to get around it. That's fantastic. Streamman, you did remind me the time train from Doc Brown. Could they actually do the time train from Doc Brown and do it justice?
I would be
Astro Train, maybe.
Astro Train.
Yeah.
It'd be an Astro Train remodel.
Yeah, maybe. I did see, it wasn't a transforming one, but I did see a company put out a version of that time train, and it was a thing of beauty. It really, really was.
Somebody did. Wasn't there a Lego version somebody did? Maybe it was just
There's an official one. Yeah, I've got it.
Could we get a Transformers Overreach and turn Astro Train into a shuttle and let Doc Brown end up in space? Oh,
in space. But when would he end up is the big question.
Yeah. Where would he end up? That's it. Well, you can't travel back in time and change your mind. That was a great 5 choices, Michael. Gents, we need someone to tag out. I'm going to go through so I can bring young Nike on board. So whilst you guys battle for who's going to be cast out, who volunteers as tribute, I'm going to go through some comments from the Transformers G1 fan group. We've got David's choices of Slag, Slug, Swoop, Snarl, and Grimlock. I think I know.
Don't that count as one? Can't he just take Volcanus and then, he's got 4 more boxes?
What are the non-combining ones? Do you just stick there?
Just pretend.
Yeah, something like that.
Get some blue stick maybe.
Jay Elliott says Optimus Prime, Slag, Inferno, Fortress Maximus, and Getaway. Oh, very nice. Very nice.
I don't know if you could carry all of them in one arm, but you have to run out of your house.
In Marvin Malkowski, I'm going to cheat a bit. G1 Defensor, Bruticus, G1 Bruticus, G1 Grimlock, Animated Grimlock, G1 Power Master, Optimus Prime. Excellent.
I like this guy. He has a good choice.
Yeah, some really nice choices there. Really nice choices there.
Sorry, can I cut in? Just going back to the combining Dinobots thing, I swear probably 15, 20 years ago, long before Volcanicus was a thing, I swear there was some upgrade kit or a custom where someone made the G1 Dinobots combine. It was a third party thing or a custom. Does anyone else remember that?
I remember they did it in a comic.
There's a comic. Okay.
There was
I'm
a comic
sure
which he combined into the Beast, where he was like mad. And
Oh god.
I swear there was like an image I remember on like Google of actual G1 Dinobots like together with some sort of kit.
Maybe.
It's just revenge. It's revenge against Constructicons fucking nailing.
Oh Jesus.
Just nailing the Dinobots. Like Constructicons just fucking hammered them.
Bandai put a Soul of Chogokin version. It's either just out or coming soon. That's the Time Train version. But Michael, Swindler, a mini-bot DeLorean from the Race Car Patrol.
Correct. Yep. Micromaster.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, you haven't decided who's going out, so I'm just going whoever's at the top of my screen, so I can get Mikey in. All right. You can come back. You can come back another time, but we will. We're going to sub Mikey in. Mikey.
Hello.
Great. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being patient. Let's go into your choices. What was behind your reasoning of choosing these 5?
Okay, so
and why does that guy have legs sticking out from his head?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. So that's my number 1 pick right there. That would be Armada Sideways. The reason for these bots, they all, I guess, are special to me in different ways. Sideways was one of the most memorable figures from my childhood. Unfortunately, I ended up selling my original, and then I got this copy, and then I got another copy, and then I sold it, and then I got this one back, and this one won't be going anywhere. I don't know why I keep selling it. I'm just not all there or something. I don't know. But so Sideways is really cool because someone got that for me for my birthday one year, and I just found him really fascinating. And the year that I found out that when you actually insert either Rook or Crosswise into Sideways with the arms pointing down, that actually changes the faction symbol. I didn't know that when I was a kid, so I would actually put the arms back, and I never knew that he actually had a faction symbol, even though I watched the show and knew it happened. He's a really weird toy. He's very odd, and there's no articulation because, again, as we've talked about in the past, Armada focused on gimmicks over articulation, which fair enough. Some of them are really good, and Sideways was one of the better ones in my opinion. But he was still like, all his articulation was you could move his arms at the shoulders, and that's about it.
Same as Godjin right there.
Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, but he has the really cool gimmick of having. Yep.
Have you got the new one, the one they just released?
I do, but I still prefer the original.
Is there a reason other than nostalgia?
No, well, I also think I like the minicons better on this one. I like the vehicle mode better on this one. I like the color scheme better on this one. I think everything, if this guy had just normal articulation, then he'd be the perfect Sideways, in my opinion. I feel like they tried to do too much with the new one and they didn't really succeed. I am getting an upgrade kit. Speaking of what is it? DK upgrade kits. What are they called again?
DNA
did a set because, like, especially all the feet on the new Sideways are pretty horrendous. So they an upgrade kit gives them a bit more height and better feet and just a better look. So I am getting that for the new one, but I do much prefer the old one. But yeah, so that's a figure from my childhood. My second one is Unique Toys Perukil, which is a masterpiece version of MPM version of Lockdown. I really, really liked Lockdown in Age of Extinction. I didn't necessarily like Age of Extinction, but I liked Lockdown in Age of Extinction, and I thought he was first thing, to quickly talk about Age of Extinction. it's pretty bad when you're a teenager like going into this movie and learning about the consent laws of the US, and then learning about the consent age for having sex with minors or some bullshit, whatever it was. It's a bad movie, but Lockdown is a good character. And this specific Lockdown's one of my all-timers. So Sideways. So in this picture here, you see two of my all-time favorite Transformers being Sideways and Lockdown. Lockdown's one of my favorites, and this toy is just phenomenal. It's about like God. Unique Toys Peru Kill is about at least 10 years old at this point. Like it's an old figure, or coming up to 10 years. And if it wasn't just for lacking just a little bit of articulation, this would be one of the best figures in my collection easily. But it's worthy enough to be in the top 5. So yeah, it's really good. And so it's like spot on robot mode. Lamborghini mode is awesome. It's one of the best. It's one of my favorite figures that I own 2 versions of the same figure. Like I owned the original Unique Toys, and then there was this knockoff version that had more paint and looked better in Lamborghini mode. Unique Toys make some fantastic masterpiece movie items.
I was going to ask
came with one of the.
If you had the doggy.
So I actually sold that to the Scream Man. So he actually has so Craig has my other one.
And
but
transformation of this guy, he literally
transformation of this guy is insanely fun. It is so cool. The fact that you get this like humanoid, like human proportions robot that just like unfurls into a really sleek Lamborghini, and it even looks good from the bottom. Like that's how good it is incredible. It's just lacking a little bit of articulation in certain places. That's the only thing. But other than that, like the head sculpt is beautiful. You've got the alternate, visor face thing, and you've got the head cannon, you've got the face cannon that happens in the movie. But yeah, he's really good. Love his hook, and he's fantastic. My third figure is a very, very recent addition to the collection, but has to be here, and it is the HasLab Omega Prime. Purely for the fact that when I was little, my mum, this is another nostalgia type thing. My mum and dad for my birthday got me the RID Optimus and Ultra Magnus. But back then, that's 2001, I would have been 5. Not a great figure to buy a 5-year-old. Those figures were extremely complex. And I just ripped them apart. So I always wanted to have a representation of those two back in my collection. And like, I remember getting this thing, opening it up and just like, oh, this is cool. And then I transformed it once. I'm just like, oh my God, this is really good. And then I made Omega Prime and I'm just like, this is great. And then basically, even though it's such a large and bulky figure, like I transformed it back and forth multiple times, and I just had the time of my life with this thing. It is such an amazing figure. And it's basically a masterpiece version of that. So there he is there with his giant sword of death that he gets from Brave Max.
I believe it came with the sword. That sword's 5 times his weight.
Yeah, the sword's fantastic.
Yeah, it's funny because like I have a DNA upgrade kit for Fortress Maximus, and I think I could be wrong, but I think this might be bigger than that. So. Which is crazy because that's meant for a Titan. Anyway, but he's great. Like he's perfect. Like obviously there was the whole, when it came out, the issue. But like I fixed mine. I helped my buddy Jamie, who might be watching now. He might pop up somewhere at some point. But I helped him. I fixed his figure for him, and he had no issues, and he adores the thing. And so it's such a simple fix, and like as we said before, there is a dedicated, like I think the kit that's coming for it is bonkers. Like I don't want it, but like I could see like it's if they just release the hands, like just articulated hands, and I'd be fine and get it. But anyway, But there's in my opinion, that DK kit has too much going on. But yeah, Omega Prime is basically a masterpiece version of the RID Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus, and I love it.
I have to admit,
so that's
if mine wasn't in storage, it would have been on my list. But since it's already in storage, I literally don't have to. But it's also, I don't know how many people this happened to, but the original Hasbro release, the tires dissolve. So I have
exactly.
The tires were rubber on the original. Tires. Yeah, they split.
No tires.
Yeah.
They just break.
Mine split, and I just lost them because you could. I much prefer tires that are molded in because you just lose them if not. So this is one where they
does this have plastic tires? This one or
yeah,
or is it that weird not rubber soft plastic?
No, I'm pretty Stelios, they're plastic, aren't they?
Yeah, they're plastic. They're straight plastic all the way through.
And and I much prefer that. But yeah, so here's the upgrade kit.
Yeah, like that's too much.
That's too much for me.
Yeah,
like I don't need to store everything all at once.
Back in the day when the original toy came out, there was posts on TFW where people would say, hey, you can combine Omega Prime and then put all the armor from the trailer of the Optimus on him, and that's what this is inspired from. Especially with how they've done the feet and the thing on the shoulder. But I think the original one had the thing they put on the groin, the two the two shoulder pads, literally just hanging on the wings at the back. So they have improved upon the original. But yeah, I remember that was what people did.
Yeah.
But like I own all of the HasLab so far. Like, when do we get Liar Kaiser? When does that come out?
He's meant to be out.
He's trickling out now. Yeah.
I haven't been charged for him.
Has EV asked for any money yet?
No, not yet. I haven't heard of anyone in Australia, but I know people in America have got it.
It might be a lateness thing. But anyway, to the point that I was making, I have all the HasLabs, and like the second favorite for me is Unicron because that thing's bloody awesome. But this thing is easily my favorite HasLab, and probably from nostalgia, but also from like it does everything that I want it to do. And it does it really well. And it even introduces a new character to the franchise in Blue Bolts, which is really cool. So she's now a character, which is cool.
Yeah.
So that's my third pick. If we go on to the next slide, that's my first pick. That's not any of mine. There we go. My fourth pick. So my fourth favorite figure is the MP, I think 29 plus. Is it 29? I forget the number.
21.
Anyway, it's Masterpiece Laser Wave / Shockwave, but the plus version, which is the more sought after and better looking version. I have to definitely thank my mate Clinton for helping me acquire this one because he helped me get it at a shockingly good price. Because this guy goes for quite a bit of money these days. Yeah, shockingly, huh? But yeah, Masterpiece Shockwave is the perfect Decepticon masterpiece, in my opinion. Now, I say this because he looks good in both modes. So he looks good in robot mode and he looks great in his laser gun mode. His transformation isn't pull your hair out crazy. It's actually quite simple, and that's why I like it. This will come into my last pick as well, but we'll get to that. But it's a simple transformation, and it still has light up gimmicks. It has great light piping. Like the light piping on this guy is crazy, as you can just see his eye just bursting with light there. Has the hose, but like in a way where it won't break. And yeah, the colors on this one, I've got, so this is another figure where I love this thing so much. I have both versions. So I have the original, which was my normal colored version. And this one I got because I really needed it. And yeah, just this guy is like, he's perfectly like got all the articulation you need. got all the paint you need. Like it has optional stickers and stuff, which I'm not going to put on him because like I want to keep this one pristine. But yeah, he's just like, there's really no, in my opinion, maybe like when you push the head down in to go to cannon mode, it can be a bit sticky and a bit weird, and then getting the head out is a bit weird as well. To like, because when you get the head out, you have to take it up and it has to click into place, and it can be, and you can sometimes rip it off the ball joint. So maybe that's a bit of a downfall. But other than that, like he even comes with a separate like hand, so he can do the salute thing, which he does in that episode where he salutes Megatron. So that's cool. And yeah, I mean, and even comes with a stand that incorporates into his transformation, so you can actually display the gun. Yep, they're right there. So you can display the gun, which they.
Yeah, I keep my one in gun mode, so.
Yeah, and just look at how gorgeous that thing is.
Gun mode. Yeah,
it's just awesome like figure. I can't think of any negatives other than maybe the head issue, maybe. But like it's just such a good, and even the like his mono boob is like really well sculpted and like with the clear plastic and everything. Yeah, he's got that D cup or C cup. I don't know. But yeah, and he can let's move on. He can definitely do.
Didn't we have this issue last week?
Did we? Was it about Shockwave? I forgot to watch that.
It's Shockwave's boob, yes.
Josh will be loving this because he dropped that comment last week too. The overshadow.
He's got such a bountiful bosom. What can I say? He's got a great rack. So yeah, no, Shockwave is great. I love both equally, but I think I like this one a bit more just because of the color. It just pops a bit better than the original. But yeah, and like Masterpiece Shockwave, if they just shrink this down for mainline, like just do like they've done that with a lot of other figures, shrinking Masterpieces down, like the Prime, the Seeker mold seems to be like a shrunken down version of a Masterpiece. If they could just do that for a mainline Shockwave, because I don't feel like we've got a really good mainline Shockwave yet. This is the best.
You don't like the Seeds one? You don't like
it's good, but it's not what I want. It's good, but it's not what I want. So like this figure is the perfect Shockwave, and this is what I want, but just smaller. So that's what I want.
Very nice.
And for my final pick, it's the first ever Masterpiece Bumblebee, because there has been a few. And this is the one that comes with Spike, but that thing's trash. No one likes that thing. Yeah, this guy is awesome. Similar to Shockwave, I like this guy because he looks great in robot mode, looks great in vehicle mode. Like it's the best Volkswagen we've ever gotten for a Bumblebee. I think Michael can agree with that. I don't.
Michael doesn't agree with that.
Okay, maybe other than G1? Well, yeah. What's better?
I don't know, just not that. But keep going.
Oh my god! Okay. Okay.
Keep going.
Unfriended. Anyway. How the heck? It's such a good Volkswagen. Anyway, I think it's Anyway, I love this guy. The Volkswagen's good. The transformation, again, like Shockwave, simple and effective. You don't want to pull your hair out like the later release that they did, which is ugly. I think most people can agree that this is the better version of the Masterpiece G1 Bumblebee, I would have to say. Michael, I'm looking at you.
Michael's gone very quiet right now.
Yes.
Oh no. Okay. So you can't. Oh my god. Oh my god. Everything has changed, Michael.
I'm gonna come through and say, I gotta say g'day to Andy from Transformers the Show for tuning in, flying all the way from the UK to join us on YouTube, and you've come just in time for some controversy. Thanks, Andy. Appreciate your supporting. If you haven't checked out their channel, please go check out Transformers the Show. You'll be flying over that way, Mikey. TF Nation.
Yeah,
you
so are heading Andy, that way. Myself and you probably know Jason Murray. Everyone knows Jason Murray. We'll be at TF Nation this year. If you don't know Jason Murray, I'm surprised. but we will be at TF Nation this year. This is my first time traveling overseas, so it's a big thing for me. And I've always wanted to go to a Transformers convention, and TF Nation was my number one pick. So yeah.
And also,
so
Mikey thinks he's going on holidays, but really we're just going to be giving him like 1,000 assignments while he's over there. So if you see him relaxing at all, can you please just give him a swift kick, because he needs to be doing some work over there as well.
Yeah.
100%. Go over and say hi. Mikey, some great choices there, man. That is fantastic. Let's give a shout out. So on our own YouTube community post, we had the Triptychon guy, who we're getting on as a guest very soon, next week, for talk about single character collectors. I asked him to put his options in, and he only put in one Triptychon, but and it was number 5. I don't know. Is he straying away from Triptychon? What is going on there?
Wait, you're saying he's got toys which aren't Triptychon?
Yeah. Well, I said you could put in 5 different variations if you like. So he's picked Optimus Prime because he is Optimus Prime. Soundwave was his first bot. Cosmos because he got him twice from his favorite aunt. That's nice. The memories, right? Like you're talking about, Michael. Metroplex. He is a Butte, and Triptychon, because, the Triptychon guy. And Miles, who's coming on the following week from Transformer Collectors New Zealand, Fans Hobby Super God Ginrai, Overlord, Dreadwing, KFC 8-Face, and G1 Jetfire. Again,
if I had a G1 Jetfire, could be in my top list of... so if somebody has a G1 Jetfire for me to take when all my collection goes away, I only have the Macross one, which looks as close to it as I was gonna put some G1s in there, including my G1 Jetfire, but they're so precious. But it was a hard choice. And in the official Transformers animated collectors group, shout out to them. We've got Daniel. His number 1 was Legacy Tarn, Legacy Cybertron Universe Starscream, Animated Leader Class Megatron, Legacy Generation 2 G-Axis, and Transformers Prime, First Edition Starscream. And Josh, the Animated Leader Megatron is the helicopter?
The twin rotor.
Yes.
Twin rotor one?
Yeah. With the fusion cannon under the nose cone. Yeah.
That was a cool
nose cone, the cockpit.
Yeah, Andy, yes, 5 you would keep from your collection. The 5 bot babies you would protect above all else. We'll get your choices in just a second. We've got Joshua from Animated Collectors, G1 Jetfire, APC Megatron, Animated Shadow Megatron.
It's a black repaint of Megatron.
Right, and Earthspark Soundwave, and TF Prime Slipstream. Very interesting choices there.
Slipstream.
Interesting. Yep. And Andy, 5 bots you have to keep from your collection. G1 Double Dealer. Ooh, would be his first choice. Then G1 Scorpion Knock. Fantastic. Really way. Did we read out?
Did we read out which one?
Did we read out Screamman's? His choices?
I don't think
so. If someone can find Screamman's in the choices, we'll be sure to read his out as well.
Yeah.
All right. I'm subbing in and out. Who shall go?
I guess I should go for a bit.
Where?
Yeah, Michael's at the top of the list.
Yeah.
Michael, you're out? Right. You're looking very relaxed there, Michael. We'll give you a little break.
Too relaxed.
Let you charge yourself up. Get some energy and splash some water on your face.
Okay, I found it.
Right?
I found it.
What have you found?
Okay, so Screamman or Craig's is number 1, MP44 Optimus Prime, which I sold to him, which is convenient. MP Sunstreaker, Gigawatt as number 3. 4 is Commander Class Rodimus Prime, and 5 is either MP Ironhide or Ratchet, so interchangeable.
Love it.
Who would you choose, Ratchet or Ironhide? That's an interesting question.
I personally would choose Ironhide because Ratchet's boring.
Hey, I don't know. I like some iteration. Are we talking about characters or the bot itself? Are we talking about?
Oh, like if we're talking about who's more interesting, the redneck like brute or the medic, I'm going for the redneck brute.
If I have to choose my favorite Ratchet personality, it'd be the one from Animated, where he's a grumpy old fart.
I also like Prime.
I prefer the one.
Prime.
Yeah, Transformers Prime.
I prefer the one from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Kick Mikey out of the chat.
That's a deep cut.
Wasn't Ratchet meant to be female to begin with? Wasn't it meant to be a
Ratchet was supposed to be female. Yeah,
you know, they in all their wisdom, they decided that it was a boys' collection and girls wouldn't be interested in it.
I could have chosen my 6 fembots, but I chose my combiners, and look, I don't regret it because these guys are the best. Constructicons. Fuck yeah.
Let's go, Joshy.
Yeah, Constructicons, fuck yeah. These guys are the best to put together. The most challenging assembly of robots that I've ever had to have the pleasure of putting together. So, Constructicons, fuck yeah. And fucking oath.
It's like Team America.
The Predacon as one choice. Putting the Predacons together was a massive game changer. And then we've got King Poseidon, and he was amazing because I had 2 of these when I was a young kid, and I must admit, I played with them in the bath, and they all got rusted, and it was all shit.
You fool!
But to build them in our modern era and look after them, it was amazing. And I got the DNA kit to make the thighs bigger and to upgrade parts of it and the head and everything. It was amazing. So
don't worry, Josh.
Yeah.
I didn't play with my King Poseidon in the bath and it rusted, so I don't think playing with it in the bath is what caused it to rust. I rusted without it.
Okay.
All right, so we've got Constructicons, hell yeah, Predacons, combiners, and Poseidon. Rusty Poseidon. Then we've got Tarn.
Tarn is the best. He has the Decepticon visage, the mask, over all other Decepticons. And when I discovered him and then learned that I could get a figure of him, I was like mad chasing it. I had to have him. And yeah, he's sitting on a crystal of gypsum, so he's happy.
He's content. He's finally content for one time in his life. I love it. Good choices. And then
Soundwave, I don't know if you can see it in the image, but he's got some chain work with a J and some other necklace activity. And on his arm, apparently someone said that the cannon that he's getting given can be used to mount Soundwave with... Oh, fuck, I forget. Sorry.
You're dropping these suspense bombs tonight, Josh. Nathan said you really ran with the combiners as a single character loophole. You really ran with it.
Yeah. Laserbeak
as well.
Suspended over his shoulder using the cannon armature. So
Laserbeak at the top.
Soundwave comes with, and you can put Soundwave with Laserbeak, and he's riding over the top of it. So it looks cool.
It's very.
It wasn't
cool.
cropped out.
The first thing I noticed was the bling. I was like Netflix with the bling. Well, you should give him like a big clock, like the old school rappers. That's fantastic. Really, really nice choices. And yeah, you're right. You can do combiners. We're not going to hold it against you. It's a good thing.
Nice.
Now we're coming up to, I think this is my choices coming up next. So I'll have my group shot and I'll talk through them. I've got some more contributions from TCTA. I've added an extra C in there. Transformer Collectors Club Australia. Choose I have more than 5 wheeljacks. You should join in. You should join our single character collection talk.
He should be called that Wheeljack guy.
Yeah. He's got MP Wheeljack TE01 Op Leader, Toy World BII by B. I don't know. I'll have a look at it in a second. SS86 Jazz with the Toy Hacks labels, and Kingdom Wheeljack with Toy Hacks labels. Cody, I read out Cody's before, didn't I? Yeah, I did. So we've got that. Rob Franklin, Takara Tommy Legends Well, Kingdom Inferno, Animated Blur, Legacy Silverbolt, and Earthrise Russ. Nathan, who's joining us in the chat today, G2 Bruticus, reasonable rule blend, yeah, 100%. G2 Laser Rod Optimus Prime, Laser Rod, and he's got some nice
wrong colours. It's the wrong colours, but
wrong colours. I'll let G2 battle that out.
It's an awesome toy.
Beast Wars Optimus Primal, Kingdom Rodimus Prime, Earthrise G2 Megatron, green and purple. And Scott from the same club, Fort Max Smokescreen Ratchet, Target Master Scourge, HasLab Unicorn. All original mint in box for all of those. Wow, that's pretty impressive.
It's a big box to carry out in a fight.
Yes. Well, funny you talk about boxes because I was looking at my selection and I've still got 2 in the box. I was actually going to empty Soundwave and just put the bags on the floor because I haven't had a chance to build him.
You haven't built him yet.
Just see what it was. But he's much easier to carry. So these are my 5 choices. And one is not actually officially a Transformer, but I think of him as the granddaddy. And he is the best Titan that you will ever get. That is Robo-Base. So we're going to go through it and I'll talk through my choices. So Shield D Prime, talking about crossovers and the brilliant crossovers that they are. This is Diaclones cross Zoids cross Transformers. It's a 3-way, right? And it is done very, very well. I had this guy on pre-order for a long time, and many, many months where I was doubting whether I should have actually bit the bullet and purchased him because he wasn't cheap. But he was 100% worth it, and even his box is worth saving and putting behind him as a backdrop. So Shield D Prime, if you've never had the privilege of transforming a Diaclone figure, I highly recommend it. Their reboot figures are just amazing, right? The clicks, the ratchets, the precisions, and the engineering and the intuitiveness of it is just phenomenal. And so when I did go to transform him, it was, Mikey talked about enjoying a transformation. Thoroughly enjoyed it. No frustration. Everything was amazing. And the play patterns that we talked about with Amalgamus, Diaclone has this amazing play pattern where you find all these like hidden secrets and these ways of being able to kit out your bots the way that you want. Zoids I never got into. I only saw a little bit of Zoids when I was a kid, but they were basically big animal mechs. And this guy is based off a Liger, if I'm correct. And that's why he's got the nice big toothy chest, and he's got the mechanics where you can actually move the chest up and down. The only thing I would say is in the bot mode, the Liger head is a little bit loose. So I've just kind of propped him up a little bit, and he stays perfectly fine. But that is Shield D Prime. I would love to see more if they ever do more of these crossovers.
There was a Zoids toy which they could do with Triptychon. There's a giant dinosaur. I don't know if it was in the American Zoids or just the Japanese ones, but it literally was they did a model kit and it was like yay big Trypticon kind of T-Rex Zoid, which was pretty cool. Big guns.
Yeah.
So.
It's a really it's funny, like it's a Tactom product, and it's amazing to see. I guess this is what you used to get with like the Masterpiece and the conventional line in Transformers, but everything was so immaculately packed, like really tightly packed, beautifully presented. This wonderful artwork. Everything's like meticulous on these figures. Diaclone Reboot are not cheap figures. Like I have this one Robo Base, and then I have a knockoff of the Convoy, because I didn't actually know about Diaclone Reboot when that came out. But yeah, even the KO of the Optimus is a pretty special thing.
Have you ever had a Soul of Shogoken toy?
No.
Because the Diaclone, the way the Diaclone is packed is very Bandai top end. It's like this guy here. Ow. The Cougar is a solid Shogoken, and he came in a box which is probably about 3 times bigger than him. It had 3 layers of polystyrene to get the whole toy out of. It's literally a box, probably, massive box. And yeah, it's when you look at the Diaclone that Takara do, it's literally the same feeling, where it's basically a premium product you're paying for Japanese.
It's really special because there's some delicate components in there, and they're so tightly packed. It can be hard to pop them out. He also comes with a little little man. What's the word? Little Dinonaut, and these things are tiny, right? Like they're literally this high, but they've got full articulation, hips, knees, shoulders, elbows. Such a cool little dynamic figure. You can only just kind of make him out right at the bottom there. He's just kind of looking at Optimus there, and he's on a little motorbike. Now, the motorbike may or may not be parked underneath the tail in alt mode, depending on your preferences, but he's very, very cool.
I've got the Magic the Gathering. I don't know if you guys are into Magic the Gathering, but I've been into it since the 90s. And
played it in high school and stuff.
Yeah, I got the March of the Machines or the set. And anyway, I got Soundwave and I got Laserbeak and Ravage in card, ready to go for gameplay.
Oh, that's so cool.
That's so cool.
Didn't Transformers collectible card game a few years ago?
I didn't get Megatron, I got Soundwave.
Well, he's superior, so.
And so is the Lego set, I think. This so I'm looking forward to the day when I can actually assemble him. But Lego Soundwave, I think this is the best Lego Transformer that they've done, and possibly could ever do. He's the perfect bot for this kind of blocky build system. He comes with Laserbeak and Ravage. They have the voice, he has the phrases, he's interactive. So if I did have to grab 5 bots because everything was collapsing around me, at least I'd have him to talk to, which would be nice.
Gary, have we talked about the fact that Soundwave was a design of a shamanic person from South America to be able to unleash from his chest the condor and the panther? That is huge.
Isn't it a jaguar?
It is a jaguar. It's a panther. The jaguar is one beast, but the panther is a hypermelanistic jaguar. So you've got a panther. And all throughout Australia, I don't know where you guys live in Australia, we all have myths of the panther living in our local spaces. I think that the ex-Vietnam crew came to Australia with a captured panther and let it loose. And so it's a cryptoid. Like, there shouldn't be any panthers, but there are.
Josh, I can safely say I've never heard that Soundwave was based off a shamanic character that had a jaguar coming out of his chest. Now, mythical creatures. I have Gigapower Grimlock. So I have, when I got back into collecting these, I was looking for the Dinobots. And and I searched for the third-party ones because we hadn't had the mainline ones come out yet. And it was between these and the Fans Toys ones. And by gosh, these guys are hard to find, right? Like they're so limited in availability. I still have one to go. I've got I've got Swoop, Sludge, and Snarl, but I don't have the Triceratops. No, wait. Yeah, I don't have the Triceratops yet. And his Slag. His name escapes me, but and he's incredibly hard to find. These things are crazy to transform. Like they are such a finicky, and like you can pull him out, and it's like he's constantly extending. The length that you have to go to transform these guys are phenomenal. But both the bot modes and alt modes are just amazing. And this is the Chrome version, because if you're going to get Dinobots, you want the shiny Chrome versions, right? And he is outstanding. So I had to pick a Dinobot, and he's probably the one I would save. And very solid and very heavy. MP10, Ghostbusters crossover, Optimus Prime. This one's still in the box. I want to find another one that's out of box, but I've managed to stave off my desire to open him. He comes with his own proton pack. He comes with Slimer. The colors are fantastic, and the box itself is a proton pack. Again, conveniently, he's in a backpack, so that makes him easier to take, I guess, if I'm in a hurry. But he is a really, really cool figure. And MP10, right? It's a classic for Optimus. So when I was looking for my first MP10, and currently he's my only MP10, this is the one that I wanted, the Ecto 25 edition. You can also get, I've got him next to the Ecto 1 crossover transformer, and I wouldn't mind another one of those because I've still got him in the box as well. So he's brilliant. Great example of a franchise crossover.
That sword.
Yeah. Now this sword is an upgrade kit. It actually transforms into like a saber-like spaceship. Again, it's massive, but Robo Base is probably the we can share ideas, Andy. I know you guys are just getting started on Transformers the show, but I know you've only been around for a little while, but you can absolutely feed off our ideas. And we'll take some liberties with yours as well. And Robo Base. This, as far as Titans go, like I love a good Titan bot, and I almost picked another Titan, but then when I really thought about it, like it's got to be this one. Diaclone. I find it's particularly nostalgic for me, even though these are my first bots, because it's where everything started. And I like the fact that the bots where everything started for Transformers are getting their own second life 40 plus years later. It's such a cool thing. When I first saw this guy, after I got back into Diaclone Reboot, I was blown away. And he is like, there's expensive, and then there's Diaclone Titan size expensive, right? But I've loved him ever since. He has so many ships, features, hidden gadgets, ports, Dionauts in him that you could play with them and muck around with them for hours and still be discovering stuff. I have added the leg upgrade kits to him, so he's got extra cannons on the legs. See, you guys were talking about like DK80 for a Mega Prime and, you know, the overabundance of accessories. In my collection, the more accessories I can jam onto that thing, the better. This goes back to the old 80s action movies where they're just like kitting up with all the accessories. This guy has everything I could possibly fit on him, and somehow he's still standing. So he has drill tanks in his feet, missile launchers in his feet. He has 2 sets of cannons on his legs. He has pop-out turrets on his hips and his shoulders that the Dynauts can work through. He has in the center there, he has 2 ships. So he has the smaller shuttle around the center of his torso where the belly button is, and then a larger command ship that can also pop out. And he has a drop over massive cannons on the back. And then on the back, he's actually got a lift, right? So people can get up and down and it pops up into the cockpit. He is just phenomenal. And the ratchets and the joints on this guy are solid as, and he is freaking heavy. I even
die cast. Majority of metal, just like
he's definitely got some metal in him, and they recently re-released him again in a golden like Guardian version, which is just beautiful. So yeah, granddaddy of them all, best Titan that'll ever exist, Robo Base. And now we are going back and we're going to bring in Scotty. We're going to bring in Scotty. And
who disappeared a minute ago?
I don't know. I took someone out. Hang on, I'm gonna play some musical chairs here, guys.
It says I'm in the show.
Hello.
You're back in.
Hey.
I'm confused right now. I don't know who's disappeared. I thought it was meant to be me, but somebody else has disappeared.
Oh yeah, well, I don't know. I'm just pressing buttons here. I'm trying to go. Andy joined us from the UK and he brought an extra supporter, Galactus. Thank you, mate. Thank you for tuning in.
He's going to eat us all, though.
That is fantastic. That is really cool. You guys, you know, Andy and our friends from the UK, we started this show to bring together the community in the Southern Hemisphere and connect it to the rest of the world. So it makes us so happy to have you guys here. And thank you for the promotion. We really appreciate it.
What time is it even in the UK?
Look at that, Stel. Stel's giving you a heart shape. Scotty, Fock Weasel, the Fock Weasel. You have a great choice here.
I didn't realize we were running down the street escaping havoc with our Transformers in tow with us. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have picked Unicron.
I
thought it was just a casual walk through our collection to pick some.
If it was a zombie apocalypse, you could just like thrust his mandibles at him and like
I'll just put them around my neck while I'm running down with him on my back and holding the other ones.
He's a shield. He's a weapon. He's whatever.
He's a beast.
He's a beast. So talk us through your reasoning for choosing these bots. We've talk us through it, mate. There's a few Megatrons in there, I noticed.
There's a couple in there. So mine were based purely on like cool factor, to be honest, and also a few of them have some nostalgic twings to them, and one of them. My first pick is quite special to me too, so I'll explain them as we're going through. So I think I picked G1 Megatron as my first one. Yeah. So that was the first one that my wife actually brought for me. So she sourced it, she got it by herself and everything. So that to me means a lot. Like she knew that I needed it in my collection. She went and sourced it and boom, Christmas Day, best Christmas ever. So that's the reasoning behind that one. G2 Divi on that side. Again, that was one of my first pickups when I was earning money. So this was one of, I remember going to Woolies and picking them up and assembling them back in my little ramshack a flat that I was living in with a mate and his family, and I was really proud of myself. I'd brought it, and then I ended up giving my original one away to him because he had a kid and the kid would liked it, and I was like, oh yeah, you can have it, because I didn't really think about it at the time. So that's my second one there. So that would be taken in just purely, again, just nostalgic for me, because it's sort of where my collection started when I could first afford it.
That orange and purple, it bloody shouldn't work, but it does.
I've always preferred that colour scheme to the other G2 colour scheme. I just think that screams G2 to me. That's like, everything you think G2 would be that doesn't work, that does work.
It's like staring into the sun. It's so cool. And I remember this from our G2 episode as well. Really, really nice. Really nice.
So I mainly picked Unicron just for the sheer wow factor. Like, if I'm only going to have one out on display, or I've got 5 out on display, I may as well make one of them a massive wow factor, and that's what I would do with that one. It's just, people, it's the center of your collection. Like, it's the center. As soon as you walk into the room, it's the first thing you can see in my collection. It's, I'm really, really, really happy I got on board with it when it wasn't $3,000.
Yeah.
Also, it could be a nest egg. Like, I could probably sell that for a fair whack of money later on down. So, yeah.
That's the real reason you're running off with it. It's like when you rebuild your house and insurance doesn't pay enough.
If I'm surviving,
well, I have a Unicron.
Yeah, exactly. And
He's
I've got the murder mammoth. That was my other choice, just because I get to say murder mammoth, and also I think it's one of the best sort of nemesis primes that there is. That mold is just an awesome mold, and just
Am I the only one who shows him in robot mode?
Robot mode is not too bad. It
fits in the shelf better.
It fits in the shelf.
You can still see the blood.
I was going to say, it looks mad with the blood on the tusk.
I think it's such at some point it means it's gored some humans somewhere, because there's no other reason it would have blood on
for them to release the new version of it.
Maybe they've done the new version of Convoy, so I expect they'll do the new version of this one.
Maybe he gored Big Convoy.
I would like them to. I would definitely get it.
I mean,
I've got the little blocky version of Nemesis. The little blockies one was one of the chase ones for the latest wave of blockies. The little defender ones, the tiny ones.
Oh yeah.
So I've got the little black Nemesis convoy, Nemesis big convoy, and he looks adorable.
Well, I knew other people might put a Nemesis or two in there as well, so I wanted to make my one a little more interesting. So I thought, well, this is out of left field. It's not a common form for him.
You just had fighting words with Adam.
He's coming for your bag, Adam. Watch out.
If we have to choose weird uncommon Nemesis, it would have to be this guy.
Which one's that one?
The camera.
The camera.
Oh my god!
That was so random. I saw that come out and I was like, no. I got the reflector version of it. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect sense. And my Beast Wars Megatron, my second Megatron. Just the character itself is so cool. I thought about putting in the repaint, the proper colored one, the purple one, but the original's where it's at for me. I know it's not accurate to the screen, but it's just such a cool toy. It squirts water at you. He's got a freaking dinosaur head for a hand. Like, everything about that toy is cool.
Yeah, he is brilliant. Yes, yes.
You don't have a rubber ducky for him?
Exactly.
The
character. I do actually.
There was a rubber ducky bot that came out.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got that one.
Have a tiny wee rubber ducky
just for that one.
So I keep that with him. He needs his rubber ducky.
Now you just need a bathtub for him. Put him in a little bathtub with him.
The bot one that's a rubber ducky that actually transforms. I want to try and track that one down.
That would be fantastic.
But because it was a blind pox one, it's a hard one to get.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much my selection and my reasoning behind it. Just the cool factor and a few of them. You know, the nostalgia hits me a little bit, but not too much. More the cool factor.
The nostalgia was an interesting barrier to hop over with this discussion, wasn't it? It's like, you know, I get where Michael was coming from too. Like I had a couple of MicroMasters that I kept, and the bots themselves I always thought were cool, but in the grand scheme of things, they're not much. But the fact that I was able to hold on to them for 40 years through all the ups and downs, that in itself is a testament to those characters. Merchants of Venus, Emma, love your 5 choices. Josh, yeah, you rock. Helps it with searching all those awesome bots over the years. Much love, absolutely. Our UK friends are having lunch, and we are going to go to New Zealand for their choices. Philip, Soundwave with Ravage, Laserbeak, Rumble, and Frenzy would be enough. Iconic, easy transformation and displays well. Either that or Predaking. Andrew Cook said Skylings, First Aid, Optimus Prime, 6-shot, Galvatron, all mean more than just being a toy. Very nice. 2007 movie Landmine from, excuse my pronunciation if I get this wrong, Wancho. 2007 movie Landmine, ER Optimus, Earthrise Optimus, Planet X Grimlock. Ooh, I do like the Planet X stuff. I've never gotten them, but I was very tempted a few times. Legacy Needle Nose and Dramatic Capture Soundwave. That's from Transformer Collectors New Zealand. That is brilliant. Let's see. Chris. Now Chris is going through his trade, so we're gonna justify his choices for him because he's sleeping. He's got nappy time because he has trade to borrow. So we'll just talk through his reasoning for him. But Chris is our G1 and pre-G1 collector. So the joke was that which Optimus Prime would he choose and which Devastator would he choose, because that's pretty much all he collects. But those boxes are just beautiful, aren't they? They are just amazing. Anyone care to add any reasoning why Chris chose the ones that he did?
Because obviously blue's better than red. I mean, the Diaclone Battle Convoy, the blue one, which came with the cool ass Ultra Magnus. I mean,
These are amazing shape. They really are an amazing shape.
And to think, if someone had just gone back in time and stepped on a butterfly, we'd have a blue Optimus Prime. That would be the norm, and the red would be the odd repaint.
Or even if they released Ultra Magnus in the Diaclone colors,
I was
we would
going to
have
say,
the blue Optimus.
Ultra Magnus nearly made it into the movie in those colors. There's a trailer where he's colored like in the blue, and that's where the movie edition e-hobby came from. I mean, also it's the Diaclone colors, but they called it movie edition because it was in the trailer.
Delta Magnus.
Why did they go with blue over red? Was it like just an American market thing, and they're like, "Ooh, red and white"?
Well, so initially with the Diaclone, with the blue one, sorry, let me back up a bit. With Diaclone, you had Battle Convoy, the red one became Optimus Prime, and then later in Diaclone, they had Powered Convoy, which was an upgraded form of Battle Convoy. That's why he had the trailer that could combine with him into the big robot. So they were sort of technically the same thing in Diaclone. Not character, because they're just mech suits, but it was kind of just meant to be an upgrade of Battle Convoy. And then for Transformers, they split them into 2 completely different characters, being Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus. So
that's
as to why they recolored him to be white, blue. But isn't that the American colors? Red, white, and blue.
Yes, the American flag. Yeah, red, white, blue.
It's a pretty common color for flags.
Yeah,
well,
that's
3 most popular colors for flags.
We got red, white, and blue too. Maybe it was an Australian influence. Or New
We got
Zealand.
one too.
Maybe it's our New Zealand friends that had influence over G1 Optimus Prime. But I do like him in blue. He's the listing here says Diaclone powered convoy and Transformers bloated Optimus Prime. Well,
Yeah.
You know,
I can explain the bloated, and no, he's not full. His original run of Optimus Prime had larger fists, and certain accessories were molded larger. And then in later releases, they shrunk them down a bit. So that's where the bloated comes from.
So it's not his stomach. It's not his stomach. It's his hands. He has a bit of fluid retention in his hands.
Yeah, we had bloated stomach Optimus in the Energon toy line with that Prime. So.
Dad bod Optimus, dad bod OP. Look at the artwork on these boxes in the background. I know we've only got half the picture there, but that is just phenomenal. How cool is that? That is fantastic.
I know Optimus is driving between his own legs. So
yeah. over the top of Prowl. And everyone's running away. They're all running away from something or running towards something, right? And there's a bit of a half Gerwalk mode there from Starscream in the left-hand side as well.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got G1 Constructicon Hawk with some beautiful chrome parts there, and Diaclone Battle Convoy Blue Scout, not Roller, Blue Scout.
Yep. Yeah, there's always the back and forth with Blue Roller, Silver Roller. Over the years. Originally, he was blue though.
I do love that he's got his own transforming options in recent years too. I think third party, but they're phenomenal. God, I remember having Hook when I was a kid, and they were so cool to see those Constructicons come to life. It was phenomenal. But again, blue. They're really popped with blue. Diaclone final release blue.
I can explain this one too. So with the construction robo, which eventually became the Constructicons, they came in two different decos. So one was yellow and orange, and then the second set was yellow, orange, and blue. So some of the characters changed colors, and that's obviously from the second set.
Yeah, really, really nice. Chris, you may only collect a couple of characters, but they are phenomenal. They are absolutely things of beauty, and he preserves them very well. Rob, we got Rob in the chat. Is Rob coming in? I know he was there before. While we're kind of working out where Rob is, or if he's able to join us, let us go through some of the chat. G1 Gears from Galactus. As my mum bought it, my first ever Transformers, Triptychon and Scorponok. G1 Vintage, as my dad got me them. Third-party Thunderwing. Who's excited for this Thunderwing that's coming out soon?
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah.
Now,
is it a commander
We'll
class?
see what they do.
Yeah, he's going to be commander.
Yes.
Yeah, so sweet. I just want that. I want the big. I want the big. Is it
They're gonna
IDW?
have to show how they're gonna do it, like because I've done a Thunderwing before and it wasn't Thunderwing at all. It was just this outer spaceship.
Are we thinking it's going to be the IDW design?
The pictures, I've seen some pre-rendered pictures online, and they look good, but I don't know if that's realistic to what they're doing.
It might
Do you think they'll be able to do it
G1, I think, or the comics. Yeah. I don't know.
Right.
I'm just happy it's Thunderwing. Yeah.
Well, let's go through Rob's choices. Oh, Rob's in here. Okay, Rob, hop on the link. We're going to add you in. Adam, I'm going to sub you out now. Mikey, you're going out. You're getting tired, Mikey. All right, I'll kick you out. Adam,
No, I need
you
a
get
bit.
another reprieve.
I've got like 9 lives, like a cat. So I'm here at the top of the list, waiting to disappear. And I'm still here.
I'm just trying to press buttons here, just trying to work this stuff out. We're only 8 episodes in. We're not even up to 10, so we got that. Rob, can you join in on the guest thing, please? And we will just stall. While we're stalling, please.
In regards to what Galactus said being his first ever Transformer, what was everyone's first ever Transformer? I remember getting Sea Spray.
See, I don't quite remember. I know I had the Constructicons, Technobots. The Technobots would have come later. Shit. I just don't
Mine
know.
would have been the
G2
G2 Orange Divi because I didn't get them as a kid. We weren't unfortunately able to afford them. A lot of my friends had them. Like I remember playing with Starscream on one of the playgrounds. But yeah, my first one would have been the G2 Divi.
Yeah. For me, Transformers have always been around because of my older brother, but the first two I can remember getting with my own money were Beast Wars Scarum and Airhammer. They're the first two I remember personally buying. So
Yeah.
My first was the Rob's unavailable, so Josh has come back to the stream. Thank you for waiting, Josh. First Transformer. Yeah. Who was it, Stel?
It was me. Mine was all. It could be one of two. The first one, if we're counting Happy Meal toys, was the Happy Meal Armada Megatron, the little one that turned into a tank. I think I got him and then broke him on the same day. I think so. I didn't have him very long. But if we're talking official Transformers, I got Energon Barricade for my birthday one year from my best friend. He was like the not Onslaught. He was the centerpiece of the Energon Bruticus Maximus. So I only managed to get one of the limb bots, so he was never completed. But yeah, I've still got him somewhere. I think he broke at the waist, so he's in like two halves now. So yeah, I've still got him somewhere, but he's broken.
Combined.
I had so many G1s which broke.
Scotty, what was your first?
My one, it was the G2 Divi. Yeah,
G2 Divi. And Josh?
Piranacons.
Seafaring Piranacons. I love it. All right. Hot Rod.
And we live by the ocean, so I'll give you a quick preamble. So these young guys were sitting with me in the extended play space, and they would be carving bark chips into surfboards, and they'd take them back to their parents and make them into surfboards using acrylic, cyano acrylic, so super glue. And they've been making these surfboards, and I was like, what's going on? And that was really huge for me as someone that didn't have a father. But the main thing was some of these people making surfboards with these bark chips, big chunky bark chips, they were into Transformers, and they had like the turtle main Constructicon awesomeness, and I had 3 of the pieces, and we put them all together, and we were like, we have the Piranacons.
But I remember the turtle being in the Constructicons, but I get you. They were in the Seacons. That's awesome, man, and so cool. And to be introduced by friends, you know, and that's part of the memories, right? The friends and the family, and the comfort they gave you. I'm gonna go through Rob's choices. He's not able to join us on the stream, but he has very involved logic on why he chose the bots that he did. He chose Hot Rod because Hot Rod was his first, right? So he's got two versions of Hot Rod. Oh, sorry, he's got Hot Rod and Masterpiece Rodimus Prime, I should say. And Rodimus was just cool. Yeah. He's got flames. He's got a trailer. He gets some flack sometimes, but he is a very, very cool vehicle mode and a wonderful thing. And I believe that there's, speaking on a slight adjacent, I think they're showing Transformers, the OG movie, in New South Wales and South Australia, I saw today. I haven't heard from Vic or other states, but if anyone is keeping an eye out for that, for the 40th anniversary apology tour. Optimus is just Optimus. Got a very nice shot of MP10 Optimus. Great mold for him. So Rob's reasoning is Optimus is Optimus. Come on, that's it.
So the reason you need.
Rock, I know you're like this. Megatron, the ultimate leader, right? You've talked a little bit about how Megatron is, gets written off as a leader, but he is the ultimate leader according to Rob. And he put in the MPs were beautiful to transform. I'm just looking for, and CW Superion was the first articulated one for its release, Combiner Wars Superion, and Power Glide. Where's Power Glide? Didn't Power Glide come? Oh, there he is. I can see him. Came on board, CW Combiner Wars Superion, and those were his figures. So that is fantastic. Nathan says, Gold Box Classics Optimus Prime may have been his first one. I got it for Christmas for 1 year. I admire the memory on you guys. I can barely remember last week.
I can't remember last week.
Yeah, I
remember my first Transformer.
I don't know what I was doing when I started this show.
I don't even remember what I had for dinner. So
G1 Sea Spray was the first he remembers getting. Andy, still a favorite choice. Sea Spray, what a great character Sea Spray was. I love his voice.
Can I put a shout out?
Why not, Josh? Why not?
All right. So if anyone's ever played World of Warcraft and been disillusioned by its aspects, join me in ascension.gg because it is the best. You can choose all your skills and abilities free pick and create the gaming space that you could never dream of and actually do shit that you really like. So ascension.gg, get on it if you want to play World of Warcraft for free.
And we have no sponsorship with World of Warcraft.
Here's a word from our sponsors.
If there's anyone from World of Warcraft who wants to sponsor a Transformer show, we're the one for you, because Josh just gave you a shout out for free, and that's how we are.
Oh, God.
Next week, single character collectors. We can get the Wheeljack guys on. We can get the Optimus Primes on. We have got Goddard, Walter on. He is the Triptychon guy. Josh.
All of the Transformers have abilities. And if you've got an ability that you want, like stealth, you got stealth. You've got fucking whatever you want. And that's what Ascension provides. It is the ultimate video game on computer. There's nothing that can beat it. It is the best.
What about Triptychon? Can Triptychon beat him?
Oh. What is Triptychon? I've got traps. I've got demons on my side. It is better than anything.
I think Josh has reached the state of ascension right now.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So if you like what we're on about, please like, subscribe, and share.
And how could you not love what we're on about?
Absolutely anything.
Highly polished professionals.
19th of July. We have got it on the Triptychon guy. 19th of July, 26th of July, we have the anti-Hasbro collector, Miles from Transformer Collectors New Zealand. He's talking about his collection. He's the admin of Transformer Collectors New Zealand, and we're having him on. And then 2nd of August, we're having I can't talk now. Todd Douglas Bailey, and he is starting a. Why not? It's lunchtime for you, Andy. You can absolutely come on. We'll put you on the guest list. You are very, very welcome. We have Todd Douglas Bailey.
9th of August is free.
Yeah, well, no, it's not. We've got a lineup. We've got a queue. I actually need someone to start a spin-off show because the queue's getting longer all the time. He has launched a Kickstarter to bring together some of the voices of our favorite characters, G1. And if you look back at the original series, and we've got a big two, Peter Cullen and Frank Welker, but the supporting cast, like the reason why they're embedded in so many people's memories is because the voice cast was outstanding, and they took some of these personalities and really gave them life. So we're going to be talking about celebrating those voices, the journey that he's gone on in trying to get an independent project off the ground. He's really working hard to do to fund this and to get this started. So we're very pleased to have him on board. Andy, we'll add you to the queue, and we'll give you time to get your drinks in the fridge, and you can absolutely come on. That's not a problem. Folks, that is that. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Thank you to everyone that's watched, everyone that's contributed in all the Transformers groups, the support that our little show is getting, the laughs that we're having. Please share with your friends. We're working really hard to have this show get on board, and it is so nice to have the support from other shows and other content creators, and that's what we really want, to be able to kind of offer something different. And while we're streaming, the other guys are having lunch, so this works for the rest of the world as well. Folks, any final thoughts from Adam, Stel, Scott, Josh? Do you have any final thoughts before we sign off?
No.
I have too many toys on my desk right now.
All right, Adam, Stelios, Scott, do you guys have any final thoughts? Great show, guys.
That was a good show.
That was a good show.
I know whole thing of it being, if house caught on fire, which 5 would you save? I know it's a purely hypothetical scenario, but I think if it ever did happen, I'm not choosing 5. I'm going down with the ship, as it were. I don't think I can choose. I love them all too much.
I'll find you. They'll find you preserved, like they find people preserved after the volcanoes blow. You'll just be like preserved in this mix of like plastic and die cast.
He'll survive the fire.
It'll just be me clutching Cybertron Primus. Just wrapped around it.
He'll be in a plastic sarcophagus, just sitting there, survived.
Cybertron Primus could go through a window. I reckon he's pretty heavy.
Yeah, when you're attacking the zombies, those spikes on him.
Yeah, 100%. All right, folks, we will see you next week, same time, same channel. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to our friends, new and old, and we will see you next week. Love you all.
Bye-bye.
Love it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.